around, that. All that bullshit you been talking about, that. Hit us up, get hit back with the get back. And my cats don't miss, dog, you get that. When I come around, that talk, that. All that bullshit you been talking about, that. Hear it on the track, you can bet that I meant that. Nigga try me, you can bet he regret that, bitch. Kicking the dough, fofo grip. I ain't talking about guns, but I got that switch. Say you got money, but you not that rich. Say you so ill, but you not that sick. Hot dogs, I be killing, but I'm not Mike Vick. Cool cat chilling with a really big dick. Said she coming in, I'm like, Mandalay. You ain't talking money, then you gotta go that away. 2017, I was riding around Mandalay. Right before Paddock dropped 60 to suicide. I was riding past Crenshaw when Nip posted a pic of Prince and wait on it next day. His body back up, getting zip tied. Say I ain't death in the flesh, then you just lied. Said I couldn't do this from the start, now I channel the divine. And they call me all the time, got money on my line like life goes, spit like codes. Like how he turn his dreams to reality like that with his eyes closed. Kill the whole game with a blindfold. No chains on my neck, still ice cold. No, way too much, so old. Still rocking out with the ones that I came with. Flying so high, zooming off in my spaceship, bitch.
I don't like niggas.
I agree with you.
I don't want to talk to niggas. These niggas be fake, they be corny, and I'm not into that, bro. Cause I'm really like that. And I do some funny shit, I might just get at you. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't believe in your excellence. They saying Mitchell is really incredulous. I had to get rid of all them impediments. They was on extra shit. They wasn't nothing but excrement. Boy, ain't no time for no war with me. If you know it's you and you owing me. Cold as can be. Frost spitting little niggas gon' come with them heaters and triggers. Beating the nigga. Now he got bruises and scratches and bridges. Now he finna get hit with something relentless. And this shit paving the way for the trenches. Now I gotta get away from that life and make way for a living. I'm showing love to the people that's hating on me but be praising the nigga. I dreaded the ops, it was never the ops, it was really the cops that was playing with niggas. You know who really got ops in the field, whoever making a killing. And you know who really got options for real, and that's whoever making a million. A prince got his principles, but it's the king who gon' have to go make him a thriller.
Everybody has a natural gift, but then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, you know, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world?
When I come around, that. All that bullshit you been talking about, that. Hit us up, get hit back with the get back. And my cats don't miss, dog, you get that. When I come around, that talk, that. All that bullshit you been talking about, that. Hear it on the track, you can bet that I meant that. Nigga try me, you can bet he regret that, bitch. What it do? That is a track called Dead That will be coming up on my upcoming free mixtape called The Death Tape. Oh yes. Welcome to your live exclusive tarot report. All right, thank you guys for showing love, checking that out. I'm going to draw 3 tarot readings. I'll be using the Pokemon deck. Shout out to Forest Fairy Tarot. And yeah, we'll jump right into this. I have in the description box below instructions to join a queue. If you would like a tarot card, the minimum would be 10 per card. All right, so you let me know. I will mention this again after each reading. And yeah, let's see what we got. So as you know, Moon is in Aquarius and Jupiter has entered Gemini, allowing for more detached and somber realization, awakening, enlightenment moving forward. This can evoke maybe a dangerous sense of calm, especially for those of you centered in who and what you truly are. All right. So yeah. That's the Mercury Taurus. I know I'm Mercury and Gemini, and I talk really fast. And I enunciate. I take my time. Shout out to Young Flo. Like, yo, I already started writing to the track you sent. I have like half of the bars left to do. So yeah. Shout out to Young Flo. This brother can rap. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to debuting that. Shout out to Moon Aquarius gang. So the first reading we're gonna do is let's just say, whether you send it or not, it's cool. Let's just say personally, what are you evolving? This is more so the message about where you are taking your magical abilities, the general nature of magic, and this evolution cycle that we are going to kick off moving forward. Once again, shout out to the Moon Aquas in the building. Shout out to the air signs. Shout out to all the elements. Yeah. So let's see what we got. All right. So the underlying theme we have is the Ace of Wands. I can't make this up. I'm actually mind blown looking at this right now. Charmander! Char! So this is just some new shit. This is really important because, I mean, we're completing so many cycles and whatnot that many of you may be so goddamn disillusioned with, you know, realizing so many elements of your world and culture have been fake, wrapped up in a shit sandwich of fakeness, lies, and illusion. I'm not saying that you're negative. I'm not saying that you're depressed. I mean, just looking outside, there's so much to be grateful for. But you're also, you know, adult enough to acknowledge the falsities with which have been shoved down your throat. Anyway, coming out of these cycles could almost feel like not depressing. I don't want to put this message out of depressing, but just kind of coming out of such mass disillusionment can sometimes almost being so caught up in everything that you're experiencing. Shout out to Izazel. I didn't even realize that was you, bro. I had to realize, like, oh shit. All right. Shout out to you, man. But yeah. This is new. Like we're coming out of so much cycles. You're ready for freedom. Like you're stepping in this Gemini season, which makes sense because Aries and Taurus are the activation. So the activation really begins with Gemini. Like that's the experience. And what do I mean by that? It's like when you play an app or a video game for the first time and you put your name on the screen and then you choose the customization. It's not until you actually now step through the tutorial screen that you're really experiencing it. So Aries and Taurus was like being in the loading screen, putting in your name, putting in the qualities you want. And this is now the first time you're really experiencing this, right? So the Ace of Wands is saying this month, this season, this Gemini season is opening up brand new, passionate opportunities, circumstances, events, situations, and you want to strike while it's hot. You don't want to mull over on ideas and doubt yourself or what you feel. You want to really strike while it's hot, take advantage while it's still fresh before you have the opportunity to talk yourself out of it. This isn't even a leap of faith. If for some of you, you're initiating these things, regardless of your sex, gender, status, race, whatever, be willing to initiate that which lights a fire within you and ask yourself why you would hesitate. A fear of rejection is natural, but that shouldn't stop you. All right. Especially post Taurus season where we have moved forward with the understanding that we have an unlimited amount of anything. So, you know, rejection is not going to slow you down. It's God's protection. You're saving time from, you know, both of you wasting each other's time in whatever context
You know what I mean? So Ace of Wands is really opening you up to, obviously we're kicking in so much new cycles. So it makes sense that I'm actually excited. I'm not gonna lie. Like the Ace of Wands is saying that, you know, don't, and I like that there's the universe behind Charmander, like all these galaxies and, you know what I'm saying? Like trillions and trillions of galaxies and superclusters. So this is where, you know, what you're getting ready to step into is both exciting but new, very brand spanking new, something you can't see coming because it's going to be new to you. All right. And this could be a new phase of what you're stepping into, and it should be exciting. So knowing that this is the underlying theme, keep that in mind. And now the main core lesson of this is the 10 of Swords. Now this is beautiful because the 10 of Swords is Sun in Gemini. So we're doing a Gemini Caesar reading and we have the Sun in Gemini. 10 of Swords is rock bottom, baby. It's defeat. It's the slain god. And that's why this is beautiful. Like when you get the 10 of Swords, there's literally nowhere you can go but up, right? So after 10 of Swords is completion, it is a definitive end to a chaotic situation, which opens up the room for something new. And some of you may finally be there, very detached, very cold. It's okay for some of you to be honest as well if maybe certain things didn't work out the way you may have wanted, or maybe you're concluding your thought process around a situation where you've decided this is what you think of it. But 10 of Swords is not necessarily just coming into an embarrassing defeat as much as coming into the end of a situation, the end of a certain way of thinking. All right. Especially once we come into that moon in Pisces, completing that transit, you'll definitely kind of experience that as well. Okay. So definitely something to keep in mind. Yeah, I see what you mean. The video is lagging as well, but the audio is fine. But yeah, let's see what the challenge is. Because 10 of Swords, depending on what it's with, the Hangman. Okay, this is deep. Holy shit. So the challenge is to quite literally surrender. Because when you're coming at the 10 of Swords, and when we're talking about like the end of a situation, the natural question is, what is next? We have the Sun in Gemini and Neptune. The Sun in Gemini is squaring Neptune. So the challenge is, well, what's next? You know what I mean? Like now that this is, if for some of you, you're having to surrender to something coming to an end, especially for a classic case. Some of you are trying to make it work with someone that you shouldn't even be trying to make it work with. And I don't mean that you have feelings for them and you're longing for them. Like, it's cool to have feelings about people, contrary to popular belief. Like, don't try and be too macho or too unenthused that you acting like you cool when you're not. I'm talking about actual actions, like trying to force things, trying to talk to people who clearly are not wanting to talk to you like that. You know what I mean? The Hangman is having you surrender to what is done. And the thing about this season is you're if you're kind of on the fence of if it's over or not, it hasn't ended yet. Like, this is something that's done. All right. And now with the 10 of Swords, we're not talking about one situation. We could be talking about your mindset towards a myriad of experiences and situations. And the cool thing about this for some of you is that the 10 of Swords is the end of a difficult situation. So this could literally be a negative way of thinking you've had for years. This could be a situation that has plagued you and brought you negativity. This is letting you know it's done. So this is actually a good message for some of you. I mean, the Hangman is you literally feeling like you don't have to try and control it. Some of you were put in this 10 of Swords situation because you desperately try to control and force things that didn't even need your forcing of at all. Okay. So the Hangman also is you transforming your personality and getting you to literally see a different perspective of your situation. all right, which you might need to be in this rock bottom. Or, and see, when I say rock bottom, that doesn't mean that you have to be poor and struggling. Rock bottom could just mean like maybe there's a project you are working on creatively and you're no longer inspired. Like you just have nothing to put towards it. And the hangman is saying, let it go. Let that project go, because you're going to change your perspective around it, and you may decide to scrap it, start on something new, or it's going to transform the way you approach it. All right. Especially with the 10 of Swords hangman, it's going to shift gears around maybe where you're focusing mentally that no longer requires your focus. You're beating a dead horse at this point. Now, the foundation is the 4 of Cups. I like the unison of this. 4 of Cups is you just severely disinterested. Some of you have completely lost. I'm sorry. Some of you have completely lost interest in certain things that I think used to excite you. And that's okay, because everything that has a beginning has an end. And personally, you're coming into reevaluating how you feel about certain things you used to feel more charged about. This is growth, by the way. This is a sure sign that you're maturing, you're growing. So it may not always feel good, but 4 of Cups looks like JOMO. I don't even see FOMO. Some of y'all don't even care that you're missing out. You're just like, eh. And honestly, it's a beautiful place to be. I'm not gonna lie. It's just like you could care less if the greatest party is going on 2 doors over. You could care less. You could care less. You're really wanting to find this center. Not find, you're not looking for anything, but you really want to tap in to this center. And for some of you, that looks like just saying fuck it to everything, just not feeling like doing anything. All right. And that's because you're in the midst of transformation. You're literally activating, you know what I mean, this whole sense of power you've unlocked. And for some of you, that's what it's going to feel like. All right. Now, the past position is the 2 of Cups. This is now even more interesting. 2 of Cups is mutual love and trust. So this could represent, for some of you, not all of you, maybe the trust you've had towards a group of people, a society of people, an actual person. This could represent a connection that has ended, or maybe the facets of the communication have ended. This could also represent, while you're feeling this, the 2 of you don't have to have ended the connection between those two, but between you and someone else, but this could be happening around the period you have just connected with someone, because the 2 of Cups is saying that you're coming out of Taurus season, establishing some kind of partnership, and it doesn't have to strictly be romantic. The crown of this reading is the Chariot, which is even more interesting, because even though within you feel unenthused, I'm gonna be honest, like, once again, I'm not saying that you're depressed or anything, but you're just so thoroughly unimpressed. Like, I can see it. It's like nothing really surprises you or impresses you anymore. And we have the 10 of Swords and the Hangman. The Chariot means you're still moving forward. You're still not letting that stop you from doing what you have to do. In fact, if people were to look at you from the outside looking in, they would not be able to tell you're feeling like JOMO right now. They wouldn't be able to tell you're feeling unenthused, because they see you knocking out what you have to fucking do. All right, Ray Charles to the bullshit, which I think is very beautiful. And it's still cool seeing this Ace of Wands as the underlying theme. So the Chariot is you still having your eyes on the prize and the goal, you know, while you're feeling what you're feeling. Now, what's the next step moving forward? The next step moving forward, hey, oh my God. Okay, listen, we have the 8 of Wands. So now let's put this in a context. There's someone there. This could also apply. First of all, we have the Chariot and the Ace of Wands. So the Chariot and the Ace of Wands is talking about, if you have a crush, if you have someone you've put on a pedestal, you're going to find out they look at you the same way as well. The 8 of Wands and the Chariot card is like cutting in line for a professional promotion, even though that's more like a 7 of Wands Chariot thing. But like it's really breaking through quickly. So the 8 of Wands is saying breakthrough. All right. And not just breakthrough. Things are going to move very fucking quickly moving forward. And with the Chariot, because you already have your foresight determined and disciplined to move forward, you're going to be able to move forward. Now, here's another thing, because with the Two of Cups, this could represent someone. This doesn't have to apply for all of you, and this doesn't have to apply romantically. So this could apply maybe with like a business sense, in that maybe you started a partnership with a business partner, or maybe, you know, you have a connection with someone and you're thinking, this doesn't have to apply to everyone, but it's like maybe you're thinking it's not going to work out, and you're going to realize, no, like this person might be mirroring you as well. Like you could be talking to someone who feels like, nah, they may not really like me like that, or I don't think it's going to work out, only to realize that both of you actually see each other highly. All right. But I don't feel like that's the interpretation for everyone. I just want to say that for a few people. But regardless, the Chariot and the Eight of Wands is moving forward a partnership with this Two of Cups. That I think with the Four of Cups you've been sitting on. It's like you didn't know how to feel about it, which is really interesting, because the Two of Cups suggests that both, like, this is a mutual connection of love and trust. So either you both aren't aware of that, you know what I'm saying, or it's about to be abundantly aware, but just something to keep in mind, because the Chariot and the Eight of Wands pushes things forward from 0 to 100. You're getting ready to go from 0 to 100 here. All right. Especially this could represent Mercury entering Gemini, because Eight of Wands is Mercury in a Sag. And thank you, Hera. Mercury is going to enter Gemini in like the next week and a half. So that could kind of represent that, because Eight of Wands moving forward is you're going from this current energy of just kind of stagnation and uneventfulness to, and with the Chariot, you're stepping into victory to victory. So we do have, of course, the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is you currently reinventing yourself. It's whether you're rich as hell or not, or struggling financially, you're reinventing the way you work out, make money. It's allowing you to look at yourself in a unique way. Let's see. Brianna, I got your tarot. I got your PayPal, rather. Do YouTube blocked me? Tip amount? I'm not sure who YouTube blocked me is, but yeah. I appreciate that. Anyway, appreciate you. For those of you who want cards, once again, it's minimum $10 a card. Maria, I did get your email. I just not sure I got your payment. So let me just kind of confirm that real quick. But yeah, and then someone tipped me $10. I have no idea who that is. It says YouTube blocked me, so I have no idea who that is. But like, yeah, please shoot me an email and let me know if that was you. Oh, okay, there we go. YouTube blocked me. Oh, yeah, I got you. There we go. All right, I definitely got you on a card. So what do we have around you? We have the Sun card. The Sun card is really cool. Sun card is saying, despite all of this, once again, like with the Chariot card, it's like you do seem pretty happy. You do seem like there's light around you. In fact, you're bringing people light. So that's what makes me feel like this Ten of Swords Hangman, it's not you depressed. Like, I know I was saying everything about the end of a difficult idea. You're not in any way depressed. I don't think you're going through depression at all. But it's putting you in a position to realistically just mull over what may have ended and how you're getting ready to move forward. Outside of that, you're still a source of light to people. You're still moving forward. I think you're just switching gears. And the guidance we have here is the Knight of Swords. This is the Gemini Knight. So the guidance is really to act off of the thoughts you feel inspired about. even if you haven't analyzed it and you haven't gotten all the details, just act off of it. The Knight of Swords is the integrity of your heart and thoughts to be inquisitive, witty, and it's a message of truth. So Knight of Swords is you, especially after the Eight of Wands where things move forward. If you're not someone who's going to take that sword and express a truth, I think you're going to receive insight that's going to influence the way you change your perception. And the outcome we have here is the Three of Swords. Oh, shit. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. That looks disgusting. So Three of Swords is a card of betrayal, but it could also be a card of sacrifice and cutting things off, especially if we use bonus cards with the Temperance and the Four of Wands. Temperance is basically kind of cutting off extra weight through balancing your lifestyle and serendipity. But yeah, I kind of like this with the Three of Swords because of the Knight of Swords. I think you're going to really move forward saying what needs to be said. And the Three of Swords could be someone who reveals their true colors because they can't manipulate you. They can't get away with lying to you, if that makes sense, or put you in a position to, you know, powerfully kind of get that off in whatever way they want to get that off or try to get that off. So yeah. The Three of Swords especially, I think, are going to be sacrifices made so that you're a lot more aligned with what's true to you and with you. But with the Eight of Wands and the Three of Swords, if anything, I see you as that Knight of Swords, kind of giving it to somebody who needs to know the truth. But if the Three of Swords is someone duplicitous, trying to kind of just tell you whatever and blow smoke, I think you're going to expose them. Now, this is interesting because once again, we do have the Ace of Wands. So this is definitely speaking towards something relatively new, something that is going to spark this season. And I wouldn't necessarily be perturbed by the nature of the cards, because even though the Three of Swords looks negative, I don't think it'll necessarily be negative for you. Because remember, the core lesson of this is the Ten of Swords. It's the end of a difficult situation. So it would make sense that in shifting gears like this, Three of Swords could even be the end of a relationship if that's the case. And I think that could be because Five of Swords would be an argument. Knight of Swords that we see here. Knight of Swords that we see here is going to be more so. Knight of Swords, once again, is going to be more so just giving it up straight. King of Swords is going to be more objective. Queen of Swords is going to be more focused. Knight of Swords is going to be direct. It's not going to really sugarcoat. So yeah, just something like that, if anything. And let me know. That would be interesting to see how that plays out for you. Yeah. Ace of Swords is usually not holding your tongue, but the Knight of Swords is being quick to act off of ideas and share messages. And let stupid people cringe at you. They cringe because they're weak. Only the strong kill the cringe within them. The weak let themselves be overcome by cringe and then brag about it as if they're like cool because they cringe at stuff. Like, we've been know they stupid. So just allow them to, that's all they have. Allow them to do that. And I think that's what this first reading is. It's a lot of these dynamics that remove a layer of masks you might have worn, or you really speaking your true mind and you seeing who really was around you because you said what you wanted them to say versus how people react when you really say what your true thoughts are. Anyway, the next reading we're going to do will be like a career reading. Once again, Brianna and YouTube blocked me. I got your PayPal. For those of you who would like a card, just, click the description box below and hey, we'll start here. King of Pentacles. This is for career reading really great because this is definitely speaking of maturity of finances and land ownership. a married man, a banker. This is you really managing your money very well, whether you have a lot of money in the bank or not. It's just this aura of wealth. And we have the Knight of Swords. So now the core of this reading was the guidance of the previous reading, which is similar just for what we're getting ready to evolve in Gemini season. Another thing to keep in mind is this next level. I think a theme of that last reading is you have leveled up beyond your current circumstances. And this is going to stimulate a shifting in your comfort zone so you don't stay complacent, which will mean certain sacrifices or cuts have to be made. So let's look more into the guidance. This Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords for business, by the way, or for career, is coming into a very unconventional nature of how it is you really market, really spread your word, finding up inventive ways to spread word of mouth. And the, of course, challenge we have here with the Lovers is finding exciting ways to love what it is you do. So personally, ask yourself, do you love what it is you do? And I don't mean that it has to be your passion. Let's say your one job for your career is you have to, sweep the floor on a convenience store. No one is ever going to have a passion for sweeping the floor. But do you still at least love the environment of the job? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you love going in there? Finding a way to have passion and fun for just being there. It doesn't have to be for what you do. This is going to really have you overcome what challenges will come up from a lack of that. And ask yourself also, what is stopping you from spending time doing what you love? Because once again, Knight of Swords and the Lovers are two Gemini cards. We have two Gemini cards during Gemini season. And for some of you, this Knight of Swords could represent a very unexpected, random proposal of love. The Knight of Cups is more romantic proposal, but Knight of Swords could be like, hey, what's up? You trying to go out? Or, hey, I like you. What you trying to do? Knight of Cups is like, I see your eyes across the room. Baby. Knight of Swords is like, you trying to smash or what? Well, that's Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords is like, hey, you trying to go outside or you want to do something? It's very direct. It's very direct. It's Gemini. But with that being said, this also could represent romance or sexual encounters on the job, or you meet someone. It's very possible you might meet someone through your career. And I don't want to bring romance into this, but the Lovers card is here. Now the oh God. Oh my God, Gemini season, chill. We have the Devil card here. When I see the Devil card in career readings, especially with the Lovers, some of you need to be careful about quid pro quo. That's all I'm going to say. Other than that, the Lovers and the Devil card, very freaky. For some of you, this could be sex work. But yeah, the Devil card is a very interesting base, knowing we got the Four of Swords before. Some of you need to be very careful about being taken advantage of and being paid a lot less than you're worth, whether through underhanded means. For some of you, this could also be introducing a bit of an illegal element to how you make money. Of course, there's so many people watching this, so I'm just throwing out concepts there to see if it sticks for some of you. Because when we're doing a general reading, this isn't specific to you. So, of course, I don't want to give you just one situation. I'm going to speak on everything this archetype can kind of fulfill. But that's very interesting. The Devil card as a foundation kind of lets me know some of you may not really be guided to operate entirely by the book. And the past position is the Six of Pentacles. So you have received financial assistance. There is recent financial flow, whether some of you are philanthropic and giving the money, or you're receiving this once again, assistance, which is nothing wrong with. Now, we do have the Five of Pentacles. The outlook of this could be a sense of alienation, even though the Chariot is moving you forward. Some of you may feel like you're lacking in funds. Some of you may feel alienated. Some of you may feel like you haven't seen any financial support or, you know, anything there, which is interesting. Some of you might even see, you know, loss financially. Fury Soldier, I'm honestly not sure what you mean, but you are welcome to send Cash App. If there is an intention, you can email it to me, because I don't know if the notes on Cash App will let you do that, but we'll see. Whew. Okay. And the next, guys, the next step is the star. So this is cool because the next step for the other reading we had was the 8 of Wands. So we do see your dream coming true. We do see at some element there being a turnaround, especially with the Lovers and the Devil card. The Devil card with the star is a little different now, because this will now take dark elements of the devil and then bring it quite literally to the light. So the star card with the 8 of Wands is talking about your dreams coming true very quickly, very fast. And it's not as simple as just your dreams coming true. For career, this is recognition. Some of you may unexpectedly, with that 8 of Wands, go from like 100,000 followers to 1 million followers. And it's not about followers as much as it is, of course, the star card in a career reading is really amazing, because this is going to bring a lot of you recognition. For some of you, this is someone famous recognizing you and your work. But the star card is coming into rejuvenation, hope, coming into a milestone victory. And the thing here is, this is the next step. So this is going to be through the 3rd quarter square angle to new moon, right? And because the previous reading we got the 8 of Wands, this Knight of Swords as guidance is saying the approach you're going to take in communicating, especially with the Lovers card, just like with the 2 of Cups. There could be an element of, for some of you, romance, where you're connecting with a romantic partner to do your career. All right. That's why the 3 of Swords might be somewhat chaotic. It doesn't have to be between this partner. It could be between this partner. It could be between you and an archetype of people. All right. It could also represent sacrifices, like you're just going to cut certain things off. But the star card is talking about a wish coming true, Jirachi. Now, oh my God, we literally got the wish come true for you. So you're coming up as satisfied. We literally went from the dreams come true card to the wish come true card. So what is happening that you are sitting satisfied? Very interesting. Knight of Cups is you, especially concerning career, feeling content, all right, and feeling like you've gotten what you've wanted. So that lets us know the star card here, happy birthday, Lucinda, is going to be a huge deal. This is going to be major, hence the major arcana. We have the Emperor. Mind you, the Sun card was in this position in the other reading. So the Emperor means you're sitting pretty. The Emperor means people are looking at you like you got it like that. You're holding shit down. You know what I mean? Like the 9 of Cups Emperor means you got everything you want, self-reliant by yourself. And you're in a position. Devil card means some of you moving a little shady, but it's clearly working for you. In fact, Devil card means that the 5 of Pentacles, some of you are putting yourselves out there like you're broke. And the Devil card is like you're keeping that money underground. For whatever that means, it is like some of you are trying to front like you don't got money like that. And you do, but it may not be in the most legal activity. Anyway, we do have the Tower card. The Tower card comes right before the star. So the Tower card is saying that this is all going to happen unexpectedly and overnight. Some of you have built this overnight success over 10 years. Some of you might literally have just been planning here. But the Tower card is talking about, don't worry about these unexpected changes, because the star card is going to heal you through them. And the outcome we have here is the Knight of Wands, baby. Knight of Wands is just excitement. For some of you, you're going to gain rejuvenation and excitement again. Others of you, it's going to be you going on a short road trip, moving for work, coming into inspiration by just traveling. So this is really beautiful. The Emperor is respect, and with the star, right? We have the star, the Tower, and the Knight of Wands. So you are definitely going to be moving forward very excitingly. All right. And I think that's awesome. Soldier, I got you. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what you said in the DMs, but yeah, I'll just pull a card for you if I don't see the email. It's cool. But yeah, guys, so I want to integrate this with the first reading we got, because with the 10 of swords and the 3 of swords, I think a lot of what you're putting to an end is things and people you can't trust. You know what I mean? I think that 3 of swords, while it could because we didn't get any 5 of cups, we didn't get any negative cards, we just got mental cerebral cards. We didn't get 5 of swords, which represents arguments. So I think if anything, it could be cuts made. You're just done thinking in a certain way now that you're moving forward, especially with career, balling. And we don't even have any crazy pentacle cards. We don't have any 10 of pentacles, 9 of pentacles. So this doesn't have to be tied to money made as much as recognition and power and authority. I mean, we did get the King of Pentacles. No, this is good money, but and it's interesting because the Knight of Wands has a coin at the bottom of it too. So Knight of Wands is a form of victory. It's fun, especially coming after the star here. Something is happening that's going to rejuvenate your passion moving forward. You might come into recognition. You're going to feel satisfied as far as your career, like you're finally making the money you want, coming into the success you want. So I like that. And to see that the Lovers card is a challenge, I think it's going to make some of you fall in love with what you're doing, even though that is more the Ace of Cups to me. The Lovers is just more passion. I think that's awesome. Mars and Jupiter where are Mars and Jupiter conjuncting this August? I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. It would have to be Gemini though, because Mars is going to retrograde in Cancer. Yeah, they're going to conjunct in Gemini. Yeah. Right before Jupiter starts to retrograde. And it's going to be squaring Saturn retrograde. So that's wild. Yeah. Okay. For the person who asked, let me actually show you. This is going to be where they're squaring in August. Boom. You heard? All right. So we're going to do one more reading, and then I'll get into the live chats. I mean, the live readings. The last reading we're going to do is a romance and love reading. We skipped that, I think, for Taurus season, and I'm not sure how much we did for Aries. So yeah, let's see what we got. Since Gemini season is the Lovers card, let's see what messages we got for romance. Now, for romance and for love, this applies if you're single too. This is the romance reading can apply for singles who just want to stay single and what your single life might be like as well. So that being said, and I'm gonna pull a bonus sex card for those of you who like having sex, because I'm learning not everyone does, which is wild crazy. But other than that, let's see what we got. Okay. So we do have the 10 of Cups. I can't make this up, guys. You all see me shuffle. Hey, we magic over here. Why is it that I'm getting cards that relate to this? So we're pulling a romance card. We have the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is saying your fulfillment is an actual thing. I think some of you are inadvertently blocking romantic fulfillment by seeing it as a dream. I think some of you haven't accepted that your happily ever after is a thing. It's not necessarily an ideal. It's something for some of you, you're meant to have. It's God's promise to you. You didn't start the 1 to not end at the 10. Okay. And if you get distracted by what society tells you, you have to have this by this time, or it has to be like this. Society doesn't know shit. Once you're like 30 years old, you come to the realization that society doesn't know shit about shit. People just make shit up. All right, leave that for people in their 20s to feel like they have to rush and grow up older. Once you in your 30s, you know what's up. And some of you in your 20s already know what's up, especially if you have Uranus and Aquarius. The new Gen 20s are older now. But basically, 10 of Cups is saying to remain in gratitude, because gratitude is the attitude of receiving, really holding your mind's eye what this looks like for you. Because you know this 10 of Cups is saying you better not settle. You know what the 10 of Cups looks like for you. And if you feel like you have to settle for something less, that's not the one. I don't care how hot or beautiful or charming you think they are. You don't have to settle. Okay. So the core reading we have here is justice. Justice is very important. For some of you, this could be marriage in a courthouse as opposed to in a church. Justice is talking about some of you have felt like, especially for those of you men or women who feel like you have been used, not even by the other person. Some of you feel like you've been used by the universe to show love to other people. You know what I mean? It's like you're playing a parent role with them. You're giving them your love, but you don't feel like you get it back from them. And it's not like it's their fault. Maybe you just feel like that's what they needed. But some of you feel like you're the one constantly giving. You're the one constantly putting in, and you never really, especially some of you women who feel like you're mothering people who should be a man to you. You shouldn't have to like be their mother. And some of you men who feel like, you know, you don't necessarily, you've kind of been slighted, like you've never necessarily gotten the justice you've wanted. This is it. This is the relationship that doesn't even have to happen. Charmander, Ace of Cups. That doesn't necessarily even have to happen. You know what I mean? Like during the season, but it's going to really step you into the understanding that you're getting yours. Okay. Justice card is kind of being with the partner who you can brag and will brag about you being with. It's almost as if like you went through everything you've gone through in romance or love in order to finally gain this justice. Like this is what it was all worth for. All right. This is very powerful. Justice card is also saying some of y'all might need to sign a prenuptial with the government. All right. Like if you think of state marriage, some of you have to ask yourself, do you want the state involved in your affair with your partner? Some of you are going to realize, no, you fucking don't. So you need to get some proper documents. All right. And the guidance will be there. This is also saying to make sure you don't just rush into love with somebody, because the rose tinted glasses will be here. Come up with an agreement that both of you can honor. Prenuptial agreement. And not every prenup is about we don't take half. Like certain people think that a prenuptial agreement is, oh, we're doing it for the money. No, don't let them trick you about that. Doing the paperwork before a marriage can set both of you up for life. So take your time to do that. Some of you might need to get your political status right before you even get married by paper. It's saying take the time. So I say this doesn't have to happen this season. Take the time to do that. It'll be even more fun that way. The guidance we have here is the Queen of Swords. These are both Libra cards. So just like with Gemini, we had the Lovers in this. This is the Libra Queen. It's not limited to Libra, but this is marked by Libra and this is Libra. So the Justice Queen of Swords for some of you could be a bad bitch. I'm just joking. A very intelligent, sharp-minded woman that will cut you with her sword. That's also good with the law. Yeah, but this is really cool. Queen of Swords for you ladies are saying, keep that mind sharp. You know what I mean? Like, and your mind is going to be sharp. For some of you men, this could be the archetype of a woman, whether regardless of her element. She could be a fire sign, but she's going to show up as the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is saying as a challenge, you have to maintain focus. You don't, especially with the 10 of Cups, because there is going to be this lovey-dovey energy. You want to maintain focus. You want to make sure you know exactly everything that needs to be done and you're focused on that. I love the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is legit. I'm pretty biased, but yeah, Justice Queen of Swords is really cool because especially if you need financial or legal advice, it'll be there. I get the sense that the Queen of Swords could be an archetype that you're dealing with or are embodying. But given that the lesson of this romance reading is to make sure that the paperwork is right and y'all on the same page, and the challenge is the Queen of Swords, the challenge is going to be maintaining that sharpness of focus and not necessarily being biased. There's a certain way we can give certain people we like the benefit of the doubt. The Queen of Swords is going to keep it straight up. Straight up. It's like, I don't care if I have a crush on you. Brush your fucking teeth. Your breath stinks. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. It is what it is. But other than that, the foundation that we have is the High Priestess. All right. Some of you men need to be very careful, because if you're getting the Justice, Queen of... First of all, the Justice card is actually the Mother Goddess. The Justice card is actually an archetype for not only Mott, but the Mother Goddess. So for some of you, y'all, you might be getting, for some of you males, you might be attracting a divine feminine archetype of somebody who does not play that shit, and she has divine karmic authority on top of being just ridiculously psychic. So not only is she intuitive, but then she's also intellectual, and the lady might as well be a fucking superhero. For some of you, this is you. For some of you ladies watching, this is the archetype and characteristics that you're pronouncing. Especially with the High Priestess, you're riding on a lot of powerful synchronicities that may make sense only to you. All right, the High Priestess is a base, is a metaphysical base. It's not necessarily anything concrete, but they're unique, subjective experiences that are true to you, that will relate with the objective, and you want to really hold that close to your heart. But the challenge with the Queen of Swords is to maintain objectivity, right? So just because you see a synchronicity about someone doesn't mean you should just go full Delulu and be like, I had a dream about you, that means we should get married. You want to, of course, have the intuition, but of course, integrate that intellect. Like, no, you know, be smart with it. You know what I mean? Like, understand, of course, the way still things work. But we do have the Knight of Swords as the past position. So there has been communication. There has been talks, even if just to yourself, relative to what you're looking for, what you want. I like the theme of swords during Gemini season. There is a lot of talk. That's what I like here. And it's intellectual talk. It's not just like talk going everywhere. It's focused talk. Knight of Swords is a message some of you have yet to receive or have recently received. And that's what's now, it's going to be somewhat significant if we are seeing this whole notion of justice and paperwork being put to move forward. The outlook we have is the 10 of Pentacles. So now we have emotional and financial fulfillment here. 10 of Pentacles with the Chariot moving forward. And then, mind you, for career, we had the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles, Devil card, and the 10 of Pentacles, High Priestess, once again, is like this very sly, I'm not going to reveal everything here, right? You might not even know this money is mine. 10 of Pentacles is an outlook for romance, is tradition. All right, this is both of you, or you moving forward, already seeing the grandchildren and the inheritance you're going to leave behind to them. So that's very powerful, even if you don't have it right now. This is just the Chariot forward vision looking forward, which lets us know this relationship is a long-term relationship, that you're moving towards it, fully expecting it to be a long-term partnership, which is beautiful, especially with justice. Now, the next step is the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords is you not being manipulated. It's Moon in Libra, by the way. It's you not necessarily being influenced to make a decision you're not ready to make. 2 of Swords is, due to the challenge of the Queen of Swords, you're not going to rush emotionally and make decisions impulse by emotions. You're going to move forward on the hush hush, not like you're hiding anything, but you're going to, of course, put your mind over your heart. All right. 2 of Swords could be even a sense of indecision, but considering we got the 8 of Wands and the Star card in this position, I really think it's a very powerful position to see moving forward. That's less indecision and more, I'm not necessarily going to let you rush me to make a decision. I'm going to make a decision when I'm ready. You're coming up as the 9 of Swords. So maybe some of you, especially with the High Priestess, you've been psychically attacked just for having certain romantic interests. But more reasonably, I think you've been racked with anxiety. And it doesn't have to, it could be lingering anxiety. That for some of you, this could be anxiety you've had over just the concept of being with people. And I think you're going to be delighted to see that you're overcoming that. Okay, 9 of Swords is so interesting, knowing we got the 9 of Cups, right? We got the 9 of Cups. So some of you, this anxiety you're going to come into is when you get what you want, sometimes you can have anxiety. It's like, can I keep this? So that's what I think this is. It's like, oh my gosh, I've really made this happen. What if I fuck it up? What if I fuck it up? And don't be thinking that. Come on, please don't be that person, especially because we have the 5 of Swords. Now, this is a card of miscommunication and arguments. Okay, so there are talks. I take that back. Some of these talks could represent a scattered mind, miscommunication, post a Mercury retrograde that we had a couple months ago. 5 of Swords could be you arguing with people who just don't get it. It could also be you not being able to be reached. Now, this is, of course, relative to romance. I get the sense that you might be thinking certain people think negatively about you that don't. Or that could be the case, but so far, this is studded with swords, ridiculously. 9 of Swords is Mars in Gemini. 5 of Swords is Mercury in Venus in Aquarius. Now, the guidance that we have is the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is talking about walking away or moving. So some of you might realize in order to establish this relationship, you might need to move from where you are. They may move. Once again, this could just be the concept of you being with someone. So this doesn't have to necessarily be an actual person. This could be how your concept of what you want in a relationship shifts. But the guidance for the 8 of Cups that we also had, was it the Knight of Swords for the first reading? And then the second reading, I'm not familiar, which that guidance was the Tower card. This is going to be unexpected. So we do see the 9 of Swords. You could unexpectedly be, you know, if anything, dipping. Some of you might decide it's time to leave where you're at to pursue this. But I see this as someone maybe moving to get to you. It doesn't matter whether it's you or them, but we do see walking away. And look at the outcome, guys. We have your wish come true, the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups makes its return. The reason why this is symbolic, right, is after the 8 of Cups, which walks away from emotional attachments, you're walking towards your wish come true. So we see this. And that's what brings this issue of you feeling not comfortable where you're at, or not, or you may not feel like you belong where you're at. And I don't even mean physically. This could just be emotionally or psychologically, where you're traveling psychologically. You could be in the same place. 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups means that, especially concerning romance, some of you may feel like you're letting something go, you're walking away from something, but walking away and making that move is going to lead you directly to everything you've wanted. And that kind of aligns with the other readings we got too. Now, mind you, the 9 of Cups came in the same position as the 3 of Swords and also the Knight of Wands. Okay, so in a certain way, I would have got a 7 of Swords. So 3 of Swords, this could be a blessing in disguise that's going to bring your wish come true. That's good. And then, of course, have you identify. I mean, you're going to make this wish come true. But yeah, that's beautiful. I like that. I think we had some dope readings. I'm going to do the pick a card reading on Thursday. I like to do just majors for that. So we'll use the Demon Slayer deck. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys want me to do minor arcana? Do you want me to do a standard deck for the pick a card, or should I just do the only majors? Let me know. That being said, I'm going to do the live readings for any of you who would like one. Okie dokie. Nice. All right. Beautiful. So first we're gonna do Brianna. Thank you. Brianna, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is most definitely you being in a position to realistically oh my bad, I meant more for, I'm gonna use the standard deck for all the live readings, but I meant more for the pick a card reading on Thursday. But I'll definitely do we'll figure that out then. Sorry, Brianna versus Brianna. All right, thank you, Brianna. So we do have, of course, the Knight of Pentacles. And this is talking about utility, consistency, commitment. This could be represented through a reliable friend, or it's definitely talking about more consistency in your finances and the finances you'll come into as well. But we do have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, this is you as a psychic type legendary Pokemon with every move. But this is talking about you being very deeply in tune with your emotions in a way that could be reliable. Knight of Queen of Cups is people falling in love with you too because of your aura and because of how well, beautifully you allow others to feel. So it's really much kind of assuring you're more tapped into your own, feeling of yourself than ever, which I think will open up even more to look forward to amongst other things. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. So yeah, I'm glad we got that. So next we have YouTube blocked me. Let's go. Shout out to YouTube blocked me. Whew. We have the King of Pentacles, which is definitely contrast. I use Clear Sight Consulting, but I also use the at the Peace Dealer. I have the Venmo in the description box below. You want to do at the Peace Dealer. But yeah, so we do have with the King of Pentacles, YouTube blocked me. Unlike the Knight of Pentacles, that's still consistent. We're coming into more responsibility here, more intensity, more wealth. So I think this could be you just taking a much more mature approach toward your finances. But we do have the Strength card, and this bonus card wanted to come out for you too, the Page of Swords. So the Strength card is you moving forward, very passionately focused, you having a lot of energy towards what you're passionate about. And I think with the Page of Swords, there could be a new insight around how to really tap into your passions, which could, with the King of Pentacles, either be invested in by somebody or whatnot. Could I do chart readings live today, or will it be sent via email? I'm only doing tarot lives right now, but I am going to do a Venus transit talk. So I would wait, of course, with Venus. Oh yeah, Sharon, just put it at, I put a $sign there because of the Cash App, but for Venmo, you could just put at Mar. I would wait till the 31st. And Lily, I did see yours. I'm gonna get you on that one. But yeah, Mar, if you want a live chart reading, I'd wait till Friday, or you could just order a reading. And I got you, no problem. But that being said, appreciate you, fam. So yeah, YouTube blocked me. We got that for you as far as moving. Sharon Brozerstone, thank you. I got your card. So yeah, next we're gonna do Amy. on what we should know for this Gemini season. Yeah, there definitely is a hidden war. We got troops in Mexico, possibly from Russia and China. I don't know this to be a fact. There could be invasions from above, but it's a culture war. A lot of this hidden war is most definitely a culture war, shifting the tides of what's culturally accepted and the illusion of choice. You know, the whole pit each other against each other, so that we are so busy fighting each other when these threats do attack. We were just, it's not going to really work. So let's see what we got. We do have as underlying theme the Two of Swords, right? Which is very interesting. What should we know for this Gemini season? The Two of Swords is this indecision. And I feel like this is really huge as far as like being confused, picking up what we're being told mentally, but we feel something is different. You know what I mean? Also taking out bridges and fruit crops. So the Two of Swords is saying as an underlying theme, don't be so quick to just accept what you're told. Be discerning. Don't react too emotionally. Really think about why you're making a decision. This Two of Swords is so important when it comes to not making emotionally impulsive decisions. What is something we know in this country that influences us to make emotionally impulsive decisions? When they show us videos of Black people being murdered by the cops, when they show us videos of domestic violence and abuse that flare up your emotions so that in that anger you make a decision. Two of Swords is saying, think a little bit before you do that. You might come to the same conclusion, but don't just cool down first. Really think, why were we shown this? What is really the purpose of this? Trust me, it'll save you a lot of time. And we have the Three of Pentacles and we have the 10 of Pentacles. So 3 and 10 of Pentacles, which is very interesting, is saying that teamwork is going to establish this longevity, this tradition, this long wealth. All right. And concerning that, your question was, what should we know or be aware of? Get this. The 3 of Pentacles also stands for secret society organizations. So you want to be very mindful of seemingly separate entities that, not in a conspiracy theory way, are working together and simultaneously finding ways with which you can form a team in-house or with other people so that you can come into this wealth. But I really kind of want to open up this is talking about really a lot of money though. But as far as tied to the hidden war, it's something that said that this could be all orchestrated by a group in order to profit off of this war, which, I mean, is a story as old as time. All right. So next we have Valton, soldier. Okay. So we do have the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is you very defensive, especially when it comes to taking your experience and allowing yourself to be discerning. So it's saying to, of course, maintain that resilience. You're not an easy pushover, but you still don't want to throw away what you've learned at the last moment. We have the Judgment. So this resilience is going to lead into an awakening. Judgment card is saying everything that you've kind of realized is leading you into your higher, truer purpose, which is why you might feel a bit confused right now, because you may figure out especially with the intentions you wrote, how does this all lead into what I'm kind of moving forward with? Judgment card is this Pluto in Aquarius realization, especially with the moon in Aquarius. So anything that you're not necessarily aware of will be made stupid clear. And Judgment is asking you right now to really reevaluate your whole life up into this point. If in any way, just to see what has gotten you here. All right. And how that has influenced. Lily, I still got you. Just wait, when was this? Yeah, I haven't forgot about you. I see you on the tipsy. So let's see. Next, we have Christine for personalized note. So the underlying theme, Christine, is the King of Swords. If this isn't a masculine archetype reflecting you, this is you responding to everything this season, objective, impartial, and genius. You're coming up to be an expert in your field, all right? Or you could gain expert advice. We do have the Page of Pentacles, which is reinvention. Thank you, Lilith. And we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles is coming into a new message of how to really reinvent yourself, especially seeing that we have the King of Swords as an underlying theme. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles under this too with the World. So, you know, it is kind of reallocating new money. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords could be like watching YouTube videos or tutorial videos about maybe how to learn something new you're studying. Page of Pentacles could even be the person riding on the Knight of Swords. So this does seem to be an important message that's going to change up the way that it doesn't have to change the way you make money. It doesn't even have to be personally towards reinvention. This could be you also receiving money when you least expect it. But the Knight of Swords will give this a bit of an urgency. It's going to be a message directly to you. You can literally see the Vulpix looking at the Page of Pentacles, and very interesting. It also represent just new insights, a new way of thinking, and of course managing your health moving forward. All right, so next we have Tessa and Michi. Let's see what we got. So the underlying theme we have is the Devil card. The Devil card, I think, is urging you to draw boundaries. I don't see this as shadow work you have to deal with because both of you are ascended fire. So I think this is you seeing the darkness in other people, drawing boundaries, facilitating others in doing shadow work because you have a way of drawing this out from people. I think this is also you kind of being more aware of the sexual influence you have on others, because you might not really admit that there is a sexual influence, especially if you don't have any sexual attraction to others, but that's not going to change people from, you know, being drawn that out from you. And boundary drawing will be awesome. And just being mindful of people trying to take advantage of you. Now, for you, Tess, we have the creator of Pokemon. We have quite literally Arceus. The Six of Wands is you coming into success. It's you coming into recognition. This is the card that I got for Like That by Kendrick Lamar, and it went #1 for 3 weeks, and Future and Metro, and they really, you know, enjoyed this #1. And that's the Six of Wands. And this is the creator of Pokemon. It's kind of created all the beefy things. But like, yeah, very interesting. And then for Meech, we do have the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius. What are the odds? We have both creator symbologies. Like, this is a Leo card, but this is the creator, which is a Sag archetype. And then we have the Sag archetype. So both of you kind of got that. Knight of Wands for Meech is you moving forward very passionately, you inspiring other people with your ideas. If you've been in a creative block, you're going to have so much inspiration to kind of move around. This is saying to move around, go on a quick road trip. This is you in your rare form. This is you in your classic sense. And I think it's very significant that both of you got these wands back to back. I think that's awesome. All right, so the Devil card, I think, could be people who see the shine and wish to try and like hoe you out or like, you know, screw you over or take advantage of you, and just making sure you know the boundaries that won't even allow that to happen. Lady Sharon, let's go. So the underlying theme we have for you is the Page of Wands. Very exciting beginning. Doesn't have to be a new beginning, but it's a very exciting development. Page of Wands to me is like being inspired to do things that bring you excitement, but you may not have risked before. Page of Wands is opening you up to take risks, kind of like going skydiving if you've never gone skydiving. And the card we have is the Queen of Cups, which is kind of how we started. So the Queen of Cups, we had this, but with the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is you being grounded and in that state of groundedness, tapping into your psychic ability. But with the Page of Wands, you're a lot more psychic. This is legendary. This is a legendary psychic Pokemon, or normal too, but this is saying to really tap into your emotions with you have the wisdom and maturity of your emotions, very emotionally mature, which will enable you with that trust to take more risks, to follow the hunch of your emotions. But see, you're not emotional though. I don't see this as you being emotional. This is a maturity of your own psychic power and intuition, in a way that, once again, people will be falling in love with you. You are going to be attracting this compassion that you will feel with this emotional intelligence. But I think there's going to be a lot of exciting developments regarding around how you've kind of developed this and what you can do with it. All right. So, Lily, you're a gangster. I love the fact that you are willing to question leadership publicly. So whether you feel like I have chills. I committed career suicide by questioning leadership publicly. I have a meeting with my bosses and need guidance. I was / am an exemplary employee until this. So just the fact that they had no problems with you until you did the right thing. You know what I mean? The God is with you. All right. You have guidance here with the team. If you got, please let's share Lily some love, because this is a very precarious position to be in, especially as a woman. I hate to say that in this day of age. And I just already know moving forward, this could be everything you were meant to do. Now, the underlying thing we have here is the 9 of Cups. So regardless of how things do play out, you are going to get what you want out the situation. This could be like 9 of Cups is you in satisfaction. It's even saying to make a wish as far as what would you want, but to really just move forward feeling that you're satisfied, whether something bad or good comes out of it, it's going to lead to this. But still, let's see what we get as far as these 3 cards. So the first card we have is the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is not only moving strategically, the 7 of Swords is catching someone in a lie. So this, I feel like, is you kind of pointing out, when you said you called someone out publicly, I think you are questioning the very shady ways with which they're moving. This is the past position. And then, of course, the present position is the Emperor. The Emperor is not only you holding down your authority. I think this is attached to this boss who was moving shadily, right? The questioning of this authority. So we already got that. And the next step is the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is employment. So it looks like, if anything, you're going to keep on coming into the work. 8 of Pentacles is even saying, I don't even want to say a promotion, but it's very telling that the next step is 8 of Pentacles, meaningful work, whatever meaning that you have. I think you're going to, the Emperor is also you standing your ground. You're clearly not going to let anyone bully you. And the 7 of Swords could even represent you moving strategically to kind of cover your bases. But the 8 of Pentacles moving forward is a really promising, especially seeing the 9 of Cups. I think because of what you've done, it's going to establish a precedent as well for, you know, how, I don't know how serious it is, but how people kind of work with what they do. But seeing this in the future doesn't necessarily threaten job security. So I don't see you getting fired from this. And if you do, you're getting a whole nother job. But I don't see this as a new job. I see this as you doing even more meaningful work. So please shoot me an email, Lily. I would love to follow this up. Whenever you have that meeting, let me know what happened or came of it, because this is definitely very important. It's a biotech. Beautiful. And I want to know what this 8 of Pentacles is moving forward, because 8 of Pentacles in the future or next step speaks of employment, speaks of coming into more meaningful work, getting more money. So I want to know how that is going to apply in your situation. It doesn't necessarily seem like you're going to be in trouble for this by any means. If anything, they might you might have led them into realizing something. But please just definitely let me know. Mashika, I just got your Cash App. Let's see what we got for you. Okay. And definitely appreciate you too, as always. All right. So Mashika. All right, Mashika, we do have the Eight of Pentacles for you. So this is you coming into meaningful work, but I see you, this is what you're currently doing, especially seeing your rising is in Aqua. You're getting ready to integrate the 6th house through this creativity. Shout out to the 5th house Gemini Suns. All right, amazing truth. And this is really you doing work that isn't just a 9 to 5, work that's meaningful to you, even if it's a 9 to 5. And this could even be self-reliant on your own work. Now we do have the 10 of Cups. So the main card we have for you is your happily ever after, bliss, a climax of emotions. You're coming into emotional fulfillment, and this may be attached towards doing work that's so meaningful to you. It's like you feel like you're working your dream job. So this could be you coming into a dream vocation and working the work that you genuinely feel excited doing and enjoy doing as well. All right, Ralph, we got the Soul King, the King of Cups for you. All right, this could be your Pisces rising you're stepping into greater emotional maturity. All right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to step out of here. You stay blessed. And until next time, peace. And Mashika, please let me know. That definitely does look promising. I'm glad we pulled that. All right. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Cool.